brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning after a little morning off. I do enjoy a morning off. It's not too bad. Sleep in an extra 45 minutes. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North, and the all-new 2021 F-150. Come and test drive one today. Lecter, how was it yesterday? What happened yesterday?
Great show.
Oh, great show. Great
yesterday.
Lecter. I don't ever listen when I'm not here. I feel I get a lot of FOMO when I'm not here and I listen to the show.
I know.
Too much FOMO.
You know how I can tell?
Why?
Your messages on our group chat really ramp up.
They really do. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What are you guys talking about now?
Guys, you see this? You see this?
You see this? Lots to talk about this morning. More vehicle fires. A burst pipe shuts down a pretty busy intersection downtown, and we have some stats on how much water they pulled out of there, apparently.
All right.
Some stats. That lynx is still at large. We're going to call him Binky. No.
Binky.
We're going to come up with a name for the lynx since apparently he's making a home, and we're not going to do anything about it. So a couple of things to talk about. Anyway, as we move forward into the show, more news at cabinradio.ca. You can check out the NWT COVID-19 sewage testing data online. If you want to know who's got their poop and in which group it's in, that's where you're going to want to check it out. Check out that link at the at the website. We got more cases, but apparently there's no threat of shred, so that's good too.
We got all the fun data for you this morning.
Absolutely. Did you guys talk about Burger Week and the smashing records yesterday?
Did.
Oh, well, I don't want to bring it up again.
Okay.
Big records, though. Nearly 8K.
Big
I love it.
record.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North. Wheeler Lecture with you on your Thursday morning. Still talking about that lynx because it still has not been caught. Or lynxes. I think there's two.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It seems to be getting around awfully easy.
Yeah.
Frame Lake, Tin Can Hill, Cam Lake. It's everywhere.
Still hasn't paid a visit to Old Town.
Yeah, apparently not.
Must be last on its bucket
Too many
list
dogs,
or
maybe?
something. Oh, yeah. Too many roaming dogs.
Too many Roman dogs. That's what Old Town's all about.
Yeah. That's how it stays safe.
That's right. It says on the sign, welcome to Old Town. Pick a dog. Because they're everywhere. I have not encountered the lynx. Apparently it was right on my street the other night.
Oh, really?
A friend of mine told another friend of mine that he lives a couple doors down, said he saw it right out in front of the house.
Wow.
So he lives, just 3 doors down from me. Here's 3 doors down. No, we're not going to play 3 doors down. But apparently was just walking down the street, and we were playing Scrabble or something the other night, and Betty, as she does, goes to the window and starts growling at something. Usually it's a raven or another dog, but maybe she was growling at that lynxy. So there you go. We got to name this thing now since it's been like a week since it showed up.
Might not leave.
I
Yeah.
don't think we can call it that. What do you think? Might not leave lynx. What do you think? What do you got? Lynxy? Lynxy lynx face?
I mean,
no.
Literally anything we come up with would be better than Elon Musk ox. So that's,
It's grown on me.
Is it?
I mean, it's a clever word play thing. It's a clever pun. Muskox. I just don't like Elon Musk. That's all.
The Musk ox has got a great personality.
Muskox's got great personality.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, not so much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that doesn't really match up.
He's reappropriated the name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
To not be a weirdo.
Yeah, we're taking the power away from it. He's not a billionaire that built his fortune on emeralds.
Nah. Just hangs out.
That's right. The lynx remains at large. So be careful out there. Really, I mean, we've kind of augmented our dog walking schedule a little bit. We're not taking her up on Tin Can Hill as much off leash. Took her up there the other night, just on leash, just to kind of keep her close.
Yeah.
Because she's a curious little pup.
Oh, she'd wrestle that lynx to the ground.
I don't think so. I don't know. Betty is a big puss. So she'd probably roll right over that lynx.
A lynx couldn't even take care of an 8-pound dog.
That's true. I think, that's the other thing. I don't think the lynx is going to go after my 80-pound dog. Or me, for that matter. But, I mean, the lynx is a little desperate for food, obviously, if it's just roaming around downtown and not leaving.
Well, there's plenty of ptarmigans around.
Lots of ptarmigans.
I don't know if lynx maybe just don't like ptarmigans or something. But...
Yeah, it's just like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Ptarmigans. They're a little fatty. I'm going to go after this puppy. That's a pretty amazing story, though, that she, wrestled the lynx and then held it there for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos for not just strangling the damn thing, but I mean, after it attacked your dog, that's the thing. I don't know what I would do if it attacked my dog and I got my hands on it. I think I'd be like, oh, well, this is it for you.
I'd probably do about what she did.
Yeah. Just hold it there.
Just big belly splash on top of it.
Yeah. Blah.
Hold it to the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe a noogie.
Yeah. Noogie. That's right. Yeah. I mean, it would be tough. I'd be very emotional if it attacked my dog.
I've told Nicole that I'd wrestle a black bear before, so,
Yeah, you got to do it for a lynx, I guess.
So a lynx,
that promise.
Small potatoes.
Please don't attempt to wrestle a bear.
Oh, if it comes down to it.
I mean, if it came down to it, you wouldn't really have a choice because the bear would probably be on top of you.
That's right.
For the most part, bears they cut a pretty wide path away from humans. We stink,
Yeah. I can't help but feel like I'd have somewhat of an advantage though.
Over a bear?
Over a black bear.
Okay.
Not any other kind of bear.
What
just
kind
specifically
of advantage?
A black bear.
Okay, yeah.
They prefer no DQ matches.
Yeah, that's right. So no holds barred.
So anything in my vicinity, I can use against that black bear, and it's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also got some weapons, though. I don't know if you know this, but bears have weapons.
But
teeth.
He's not going to hit me
claws.
with a chair or anything.
No, he's not going to hit you with a chair.
He's pick up a chair.
He's going to hit you with a mitt full of knives.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Those
I mean, if you've made the promise
reach.
now, but I mean, I know you would wrestle a bear if it came down to it.
If it came down to
If it was between the bear and your family, obviously you're going to go after the bear.
Well, me and Finnegan would make a good tag team too.
I guess.
You would dance around the perimeter, just keep the bear distracted, tackle it down from behind.
Oh, I'd be so terrified if my dog went after a bear. I'd be terrified.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Good Lord.
It would certainly be a fight or flight type situation.
Yeah. Dog, please run away.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to run away too.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, running away from a bear is probably, especially a bear that was charging, this is not the smartest thing to do. Because they're faster than you.
Downhill.
And bears downhill, pretty good. Also, don't climb a tree because a black bear can climb a tree like a mofo.
I've heard that was how to escape a grizzly.
Run downhill?
Yeah, and then make a sharp turn because
it's supposed to run in V's downhill. Here's the thing, though. Bears don't run very well downhill. A grizzly bear doesn't run very well downhill.
Yeah.
Humans also not great downhill. Not great. Have you ever seen that cheese rolling competition where people chase a wheel of cheese down a hill?
Yeah.
They die. They just flop over and then tumble all the way down.
That's because that's not scary. That's just perplexing.
Yeah.
Nobody's quite sure what they're doing there. Why that started in the first place.
I feel like
there's a wheel of cheese and
there it is.
You got to get away from it.
You got to go for it.
Oh, you're going for it?
Yeah, chasing the cheese down. You gotta grab the cheese. It's an English thing. It's very strange.
Yeah,
happens every year. Yeah. I feel like with grizzlies though, it's like a best guess. It's like you can play dead. That might work.
That's
you could run downhill. That might work.
Yeah.
But there's nothing it's as if it's with bears, especially grizzlies. It's like if they want you, they'll get you.
Yeah.
That's it. They might give up, but that's the bear's prerogative. It's just and goes off. But I mean, if he's like, you know what, I'm not giving up on this one. I woke up this morning and I said, I'm going to eat a human and I'm not going to give up.
They're very goal oriented.
They are goal
species. Yeah.
I got this pocket full of berries. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. The lynx remains at large. A lot of people asking me anyway, and I don't have an answer for you. I don't work for ENR, but I don't know what ENR is up to. But that's not to say they're not doing anything, but people were asking how is this thing not caught yet in a trap? And I was like, oh. It's a lynx. It's wily.
Yeah.
Evade and capture.
It's a rascal.
But let's come up with a name right now.
Sassy.
Martin.
Oh, Martin's pretty good.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
We are joined by Mr. Ollie Williams for another edition of the segment we like to call Without Knowing Precisely What's Going On with Ollie Williams. 1 second.
We can talk over this.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
No, I
it's just his entrance.
Well,
no, you can't.
It's reverential.
Oh, sure we can.
Show the man some reverence. This is the Queen's song or something. Right? I don't even know what song this is. This is God Save the Queen.
The Queen wrote this, performed this.
That's right. Yeah. God
There's
Save
a
the
corgi
Queen.
playing a trombone in the background there.
Well, that ain't CanCon. Let's get that off there.
I mean, it kind of is in a roundabout kind of way.
I suppose, yeah.
We still got to earn our money. Ollie, welcome to the studio. We were talking about the lynx a little earlier on, and just the many adventures of Martin the lynx. What did you want to add to the story?
Well, I just I'm relatively sure he's dead, guys.
Oh.
Ollie!
I'm
What?
relatively sure he's dead. I'm not 100%.
I mean,
I'm not 100%. There's two reasons I'm not 100%.
okay.
You don't see its
Dead
lifeless
carcass in front of
body
you.
right
Reason
in
number
front
one,
of
I got no hard evidence myself. I've asked the Department of Environment and Natural Resources for confirmation. I asked about water clock yesterday. They still haven't given me a yes-no, so
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in that back office right now. But there is a mano-a-mano contest going on between a vet and a lynx, and the department just doesn't know who won yet.
Oh.
The dust has not settled. They have not been able to peer through the fog of war to see whether the lynx or the chief vet of the Northwest Territories is still alive. But we wait and see.
Who's the chief vet? I didn't even know that was a position.
Yeah, we got a chief vet.
Chief vet.
Yeah. And the second reason is this admittedly is a bit of a cop out. There might have been more than one lynx.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think there was
Yeah.
more than one.
Right.
Just the amount of pictures and the amount of space it was covering. It was. It's yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, not that a lynx couldn't cover that space.
Might have been the understudy that got it,
Yeah.
not like the main lynx.
No.
So we don't know.
I mean,
Martin-
we didn't see them together. I
That's right.
guess they're not necessarily friends, but maybe they are, and they're like, well, if we split up, we'll cover more ground.
That's right.
Yeah, they
We'll
went
find
that
more
route.
rabbits.
There's got to be a Timmy's here somewhere. You go that way. I'll go this way.
I went to Timmy's downtown. There was a whole hullabaloo, and I couldn't get down there. Well, that's unfortunate. Obviously, when
We think it's unfortunate. I can't stress enough. Don't 100% know for sure.
that's right.
But
Yes.
I am led to believe that at least one lynx out of N lynxes that have been roaming Yellowknife has ceased to be, is an ex-parrot.
Mm.
Unfortunate, I say, because it's always unfortunate when we have to destroy an animal. Obviously, if it's attacking dogs and pets and other things, then it's a necessity.
Well, if it could ever just happen before we get all excited about the animal and start naming it and, doing all these fun things.
It's not every day a wild animal roams the town for
Well,
days.
that's true. That's what I'm saying. We get all excited after about 3 or 4 days.
Except for foxes, which we've just accepted as our pets at this point.
So to be clear, your preferred policy is that we obliterate the
Destroy
nice-looking
it
wildlife
immediately.
before anyone gets to
That's
see it.
right.
Right.
We just
That's right.
established cannon
Yeah.
outside the city, and at any point we put up a watch. We have a vigil going on. Essentially,
Right.
it's like the wall in Game of Thrones. Oh, I know you're not allowed to talk about it.
No.
You're
and
allowed
then
to talk about it. It's just terrible.
You go up there and you just train a cannon, and the moment a lynx hove into view, you just blast that sucker out of sight, and
That's
then
right.
Yeah.
and then you spare the city any pain.
Well, otherwise we get attached.
Yeah,
I
was getting pretty attached.
Right.
These fuzzy
Puppies
little
were getting
butts.
pretty attacked.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't. I gotta put puppies above a lynx. That's just me.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
On
not.
a fishing rod.
Yeah,
Dangling by a line. Put them above a lynx.
But it was just getting, situated. It's figuring out what's okay and what's not.
Yeah,
We all got to figure out these social,
Yeah.
Figure out your
constructs
boundaries.
for ourselves.
Where to rent, where not to rent. I mean,
That's right.
that kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know, do I really want to spend $1,500 on this place?
It
I
had
don't know.
probably just decided what was its favorite coffee shop. And now
And now nothing.
that's all over.
That's right.
Well, allegedly.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm getting pretty excited. Starbucks is coming."
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, well, that's too bad, Ollie. Thanks for
Yeah, my pleasure. Love coming here. Lifting the mood on a Thursday morning. Isn't that great?
So don't put up a vote for names.
Yeah.
Well, I
Is
mean,
what you're saying.
there's nothing to stop you posthumously naming a lynx.
I
It just
suppose,
seems
yeah.
a little,
dead.
you know,
Martin.
Yeah.
like at the end of year cabin radio awards, and we got to run one of those montages at the back where we
Yeah, yeah.
have like everything that we have passed
Lynx-
on this year.
Lynx-
We're gonna
Lynx
need
who
a
lost
name
his-
for it if we're
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
do
that's right.
that.
Yeah.
Well, we could build a statue.
We should have cabin radio awards.
We should have. Captain
Why don't we
Radios.
do those?
I mean, I thought we were doing that.
I thought we were doing that, and we never did.
No, we never did. Okay, well, there you go. We got a whole other thing planned for
The
the end of the
Yellowknife
year.
Chamber would prefer that. Then we could leave them alone.
And stop winning all those awards. That's our bad.
Absolutely
Sorry.
none of which have smashed.
None.
Oh,
Not at
what'd
all.
you do? Which one?
On
You
the,
did it with
air,
you
on
did it
the
with
air,
shifty eyes.
on the air. None of them.
Okay.
Play a song. I'll tell you.
Okay, that none of them are smashed. Well, Martin, it was good almost getting to know you. We understand that it had to happen. You can't attack dogs, Martin. That's just the way it goes.
That was strike 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, all at once.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North. Wheeler lecture with you on your Thursday morning. Whoa! All right, I don't know what happened there.
We haven't done silly voices in a while.
That's right.
Wheeler Electra
with you on your Thursday morning, girl. We should do that. I should do that.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. Just get on there and do that. I don't know what voice that is, but yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, if you go down that road, 49th and 51st, that intersection pretty much drowned out.
Whoa. Oh, that road.
That road.
No, I don't want to go down that road.
Oh, I got that road. So immediately closed after I pipe burst at the old day shelter on the corner there, kitty corner to the liquor store. It was pretty bad. Like, I mean, the road was absolutely iced down. They did clear it. They're still clearing it today. So I would avoid it just for the next little while. I think they're still clearing some snow piles out of there.
Yeah.
But, it was immediately closed as the entire basement of the structure flooded. I got some messages yesterday for some people, from a couple of people just telling me just the extent of it. I mean, it's a 12-foot basement in that place, and apparently the entire thing was flooded. 12 feet. So another thing I heard is that it was, can't confirm nor deny, but witnesses from there sent messages alluding to Kavanaugh pumping 14 truckloads of water out of the basement of that place.
Wow.
That's a lot of water. I don't know how many gallons that is or how many liters. We got to be in the tens of thousands of liters for sure.
These witnesses have a lot of time on their hands.
They really do. I mean, if there's something exciting going on downtown, leave your government desk and take a look.
Like, that's 11 truckloads. 12 truckloads.
Wow, we're really getting up there. 13 truckloads. Wow, 14 truckloads? I wonder how many more there's going to be.
Oh, that's
14.
Oh, okay.
14. Yeah, 14. Yeah, that makes sense. 14 truckloads. So a lot of water coming out of there, and it shut down the entire intersection, the intersection over, the alleyway behind that building as well. So, I mean, it was quite the scene. And I mean, a burst pipe is not totally uncommon, especially during the winter, but yeah, that was a pretty bad one. And I mean, does that spell the end for that building? That building was built in 1960 or something. It's a 60-year-old building, apparently. And I mean, its last use was the day shelter.
Right.
The building is apparently in pretty rough shape anyway.
Yeah.
And now that it's been flooded,
Even rougher.
Do you take this opportunity to just tear it down and let's put something new there?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, I mean, it wasn't being used for anything anyway.
It wasn't. It was vacant at the time, and
yeah.
We're not sure who owns it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah, it was. It's too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well, it's not too bad. I don't know what to say about it, really, because it's an old building.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't being used. Tear it down.
Yeah.
Get something else in there. It'd be funny if it'd be kind of funny if it was just like, just turn on the water and see what happens. Get out of it. I mean, I feel like Northview REIT might do that to one of the buildings that they own downtown. It's like, just flood the thing. We'll take the insurance money and go for it. It's the only way they're going to make money out of it. So I don't know what happens with that building next. Obviously, that'll come up eventually with whoever owns it, and they decide what they're going to do with it. Put a fence around it and tear it down. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of history in that building, though. Yeah. Apparently, it was a Sally Ann at one point. It was Polar Parkas. Apparently, someone said it was City Hall at one point, but then someone said, no, it wasn't, stupid.
Whoa.
It's like, okay, well, YK Memories.
It gets vicious on there.
YK Memories, the group on Facebook, it's vicious.
Speaking of that, you shared a picture that I think
beautiful
you
picture.
Got from YK Memories?
I did, yeah.
Just a scene of downtown Franklin
shot
Avenue.
from probably 49th Street, probably the same street.
Yeah.
Down Franklin, going south on Franklin. Really, really nice. All the old signs hanging out, the YK radio sign, Rexall Drugs, right next to Sutherland's Drugs.
Yeah.
Back in the day, who cared? But yeah, just a bunch of really nice signs. The hoist room sign out there, some really really well done signage. It just looked a little bit more bustling.
Yeah.
There were people on the street,
Looked
there were cars
happening.
everywhere. Look happening.
Yeah.
Downtown Yellowknife used to be a happening joint.
Not
Before my time.
not totally not a happening.
I mean, it is happening,
anymore.
right? But that picture was taken in 1980. If you're not a member of YK Memories, get on there on Facebook. It's pretty cool. A lot of people sharing some really cool old photos. NWT archivists get on there sometimes and say, hey, there's some new stuff, and share it on there. Really cool to see the history and how the city has grown. Some aerial shots of it back in the 50s, and you're like, good Lord, what a brown town that was. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, brown.
Yeah, look at that. Ooh, brown. A lot of brown space.
I always enjoy when you see someone post a picture like that, and it's just like there's like no trees.
No trees.
And someone's like, hey, I can see my house.
Like, of course you can.
Yeah, there's nothing blocking.
There's nothing blocking the view. And then there was a great ad that someone placed in YK Memories as just a snapshot of a newspaper ad for looking for the new manager for the newest hotel in Yellowknife, which was the Explorer Hotel. And it was an ad from 1974. I believe the Explorer opened in 1975, and it was posted in the Vancouver Sun.
Wow.
And it said, please send your resumes to Box 15. That's it. Perfect. Send it to Box 15. It'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll get there. So, I mean, if you were downtown yesterday, you saw some of that carnage, some of that water carnage. Like I said, maybe avoid it just for a little bit. It'll probably be cleared up by this afternoon. When something like that happens, the city clears it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you must be down there, then bring your skates.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. I mean, it's not going to be the smoothest device, but it'll be there. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens with that building. But another piece of Yellowknife, possibly getting torn down. Who knows? It's a 60-year-old building and it wasn't being used for much anymore. So, I mean, that's what progress do. It tears down old buildings that are not being used like this. Sorry. That's just kind of how it is. But we'll bring you more on that if we get any info on it.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
I know you guys mentioned it yesterday, but I wanted to mention it as well. Thank you to everybody who participated in Burger Week. Raised nearly $8,000, which is almost double what we did last year. So next year we're aiming for 10. Was it more than double?
Yeah.
More than double from last year. Going for 10 next year. I mean, anybody's not making a burger, just make a burger. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just have people come in, make a burger. You know?
I have no
you.
idea. I don't know if you watched the Facebook Live video of
No,
Ollie giving away the prizes, making the announcement of the 3 grand prizes.
Yeah.
There were like 15 prizes in total.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where are all these coming from?
I don't know.
Like, Zayabesha gave away a gift card. They didn't even
They didn't
have
make
a burger. But
That'd be awesome.
I want to give away a prize.
I want to see Zayabesh's take on a burger.
Oh, goat burger?
Curry goat
that'd
burger.
be so good.
Oh, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zayabesha, we'll be all over
We're
that.
all over. We're just,
Make that burger.
I gotta get back there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to everyone involved, and thank you to everybody who bought a burger, bought multiple burgers. You did a great thing, and you had some great food. So wonderful stuff. And now back to Yellowknife, the car fire capital of the world. Maybe fewer car fires than the 91 LA riots. I don't know. But we're into 3. We've had 2 this week, 3 so far this year, and we're only halfway through February. Last year was 7, which was not out of the realm of commonality. I don't know why I'm talking like this, according to the fire chief, but hey, we're on pace. We're on pace through 2 months at 3, so we're on pace for 18 car fires.
That's right.
Right on.
Doing okay.
Yesterday at Chateau Nova, there was one, and but no one injured, which is, obviously that's the most important thing.
Right.
It's so strange. There's so many fires, and I mean, tied to probably like having things plugged in, faulty wiring, maybe faulty engine block heaters. I know that battery blankets can be a problem at sometimes. A lot of people ask for battery blankets, and we always say that like they're not efficient. They're not good technology. It's old tech. Like we use something different now.
Right.
Battery blankets have been known to cause some issues. But yeah, when you're plugging your vehicle in so much, if there's any kind of faulty wiring or a split wire or something like that, it can cause these things. So the lesson being, I mean, sometimes it just happens, but the lesson being that like, just check your wiring, make sure that everything's good. Check the wiring coming out of your house. This was at Chateau Nova was one of them. So I mean, what do you do there?
Yeah.
But I mean, this keeps happening.
Not canceling on Jimmy T if you're a lined up interview too. That, I don't know, but
is that what happened?
He's been a little frustrated.
Yeah.
With some of the East Coast community who he's had lined up for episodes of Northeast that didn't end up showing up for their interview or change the plans or canceled.
Are you saying
I'm
that
not
Jimmy?
saying.
Okay.
I'm not even suggesting.
Okay.
It just,
it's an odd thing to bring up.
You don't flake out on Jimmy T, and your life will probably be better.
Let's
put that out there.
And I mean, I don't, no one likes to see people's cars get destroyed. Hopefully, they have insurance and things will get taken care of, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I do. I mean, it's nice that the fires are happening to all different makes and models of cars.
That is nice. Yes.
That's
yeah.
not just like this just keeps happening to such and such. So no indication of any injury, which is the most important thing. These fires this week, like I said, the second and third fires to be reported in the city this year. Last year, like we said, 7 reported, left officials unperturbed.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like that.
Unperturbed. Yeah.
Very nice.
That's how I like to live my life. Unperturbed.
Unperturbed. Yeah. That's damn near impossible. So yeah, be careful out there. Obviously, sometimes like what can you do? But if you are, checking under your hood and things like that, just make sure wires are connected. Make sure that things aren't frayed. Even winter cords, when you're in the depths of cold, can crack.
Right.
And get some fray there. So just make sure everything's in good working order.
And if you agree to an interview time with Jimmy T, just show up.
Again, odd thing to bring up when we're talking about
I just like to cover all.
Okay. Coveralls that don't exactly cover all. Also, an update on the pair of boxers that are at 52nd Avenue. According to Lecter, still there.
In case you were wondering.
In case you walk down that area and you see that pair of boxers, what's going on over there?
People are really putting on the blinders about these 52nd Avenue boxers.
Yeah.
They've just been sitting there, just off the sidewalk in plain view. Mm-hmm. People walking by them every day. I take my dogs by them every day.
What are you expecting to happen? Like someone's going to pick them up?
I figure someone will clean
just grab them?
I mean, there's those always random garbage down 52nd Avenue, and within the next day or two, that random garbage is usually disposed of. These boxers, people keeping their distance.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like Long Lake. If you ever go for a walk around the like the parking lot area, the tailgating area, and down into that like little bushy area,
right?
There's underwear everywhere because people go skinny dipping and then they get out of the water and apparently don't grab their underwear.
Right?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But that's kind of like that's off the beaten path.
That is off the beaten
path.
Right.
This is 52nd Avenue. It's on Yellowknife-opoly.
This is Broadway in Yellowknife. There's underwear. I think when people see garbage, they're like, well, I can pick that up and not worry about it. Yeah. I think when they see underwear on the street, they're like, well, there's probably an accident that happened with that. So I'm not going to touch that underwear.
Man, they think someone's going to claim it. Surely, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, they're in good shape. They look like they're in decent shape boxers. Like, I'm
not picking those up.
Just thaw those out, pop them in the washer, and you're good.
I don't like any of this.
Well, nobody does.
And you know what? No one's talking about it.
No one's talking.
Haven't seen a story on CBC. Haven't seen a story on NSL or Black Comb Media or whatever it's called now. No Moose article. No Us article.
No one.
Where's Brackenberry on this?
No one wants to touch those boxers with a 10-foot pole.
That's right.
And not many people have 10-foot poles, so those boxers are not going anywhere.
A lot more people 6-foot poles now because you got to keep that distance.
That's right. Yes.
All right.
So I've got two possible names for it because, of course, you need a snappy title if we're going to make this a news story.
Fair enough.
You could go with Gitchgate. If you think the gate thing is a little overdone, though.
Yeah.
And instead of alliteration, you could go with a rhyme.
Yeah.
Gotchwatch.
Gotchwatch.
Yeah.
All right. I can't come up with anything better than that.
I predict another week or so.
I have Gaudy, Ginch, Gauls, Groundskeepers. There we go. Alliteration
Good
works
headline.
Every time.
Very nice.
All right. That's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin. We've talked about car fires and underwear in the same break. I think that's the end of the show. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.